A review copy was provided by 505 Games. Hello everyone, Adam here, and Control the Foundation is outstanding. If you love Control, you will absolutely love this DLC. It gives you more of that extremely cool science fiction, supernatural atmosphere that the first game was just so brilliant in executing. You have a lot of incredible boss fights, great encounters. I mean, there aren't that many new enemies to deal with. You do deal with more powerful existing enemies that makes your surface weapon seem like a pea shooter. They definitely need to upgrade the weapon, but you do have a sense of progression as the DLC does take place after the events of the main campaign. I'll try and keep spoilers to a minimum, but if you're watching this does take place after the main campaign, so spoiler warning just in case. Either way, it takes place after the fact that Helene Marshall has been missing for an extended period of time. For those who don't know, she was the lead security officer for the oldest house, and she went to take on some mission that Jesse was unaware of during the main campaign. We found out that she's in trouble and Jesse needs to head to the Foundation to look for her. The Foundation is this area beneath the oldest house that no one knows exists except for the highest board members and members within the oldest house, so it's a mystery to everyone, including most of the veteran staff. So you head down here into this giant cavern full of new areas to explore, collectibles to obtain, which you do have to obtain 100% if you want to get all the achievements, which I found a bit annoying. But the collectibles are very enjoyable to read. I really like this stuff. It builds on the lore, including answering some questions about certain characters that were only touched on in the main game. I won't say who, but you will get some information. I would say that the only issue is the ending. I thought this DLC was going to be like its own adventure, just like the upcoming DLC expansions, but that's not the case. Apparently, it's going to be a series of campaigns treated as one whole adventure, like The City That Never Sleeps with Marvel's Spider-Man. You do gain a new power within the Foundation that allows you to manipulate crystals for both platforming and combat purposes. It's pretty fun to use. I like it a lot, but you can't use it within the core game. You do gain a new power that you can use within the core game called Shield Bash, which is basically you just using the shield and ramming people. It's pretty powerful, and like I stated, the service weapon needs a serious upgrade because Jesse's powers are just so powerful that the service weapon just serves as a way to like either stun enemies or weaken them enough that you can, what was the ability? Seize them. So they need to upgrade the service weapon for future DLCs because the enemies are just way too powerful at this point. Also, the narrative focuses on you trying to prevent the astral plane from colliding into our reality. You get to explore more of the astral plane, which was this big void area that houses some of the most dangerous creatures within the Control universe. Like, I believe the Hiss is on the astral plane. I'm not sure if they're just on separate worlds. It's been a while since I've explored the entire lore of Control. I do want to do several videos on it. But overall, the DLC is fantastic. 505 Games were incredible with me. They not only provided me with the DLC, but the entire game, which kind of leads to my major issue with the DLC, which is the release. Xbox One owners won't be able to get this DLC until June, I believe, which is months away, while I believe PC and PS4 owners both get it right now. Definitely PS4 owners. So 505 Games provided me with not only the DLC, but also the core game, which I played throughout. I spent 6 hours playing the game in order to get everything, the Platinum Trophy also, and then I spent another 5 hours on the DLC to try and get everything. I was still a couple of trophies short. Either way, I had a very good time playing through the DLC as someone who loved Control and considered it the best game of 2019. I would recommend this to any fan. It is very densely packed. 5 hours for the main story, about 2 extra hours for the 2 main side missions. Well, there are 3 main side missions, but the third one is pretty minor. You can complete that in less than 30 minutes if you're really good at tracking and searching for collectibles like I am. But yeah, it's very compact with a lot of content, a lot of reasons to go back into Control, and I mean, I really have little issue with it. I mean, the technical issues are still there, just like in the core campaign. The frame rate will drop when there are too many enemies on screen. The load times can be a little frustrating when you're dead and you have to transport back to the nearest checkpoint. I did wish that the service weapon was a little more buffed to combat the enemies. And overall, it's just more Control. I loved it. I would recommend it to anyone. And yeah, you can pick it up right now on PS4 and PC, I believe. And Xbox One owners have to wait longer. Anyway, there's the video. I'm sorry that this took a little longer because the issue is that I did a video on Control's my impressions video on the Foundation. Unfortunately, it got copyright claimed and blocked worldwide by some Korean video company, and I tried to dispute it, and they just came back to me and said no. So I had to delete that video. So this time, I'm making sure there is almost no music and the gameplay is as minimal as possible. So if they do claim it, yeah, I'm gonna contact Remedy or 505 Games if they try to do that again, because that was just unacceptable. Anyway, there's the video. Like, subscribe, comment, and I'll see you all next time. Stay awesome, everyone.